wire, how to make earrings, how to make their clasps, as well as the wire wrapping that you see here. But I think that they need a little bit more information about just how to make a basic loop. I can't tell you how many people come in my class and don't know how to make them. So what I do is, usually every morning we go through a findings class, if you will, and I teach them about making ear wires. I just shot a piece of wire across the room. So in just a few minutes, we can make a multitude of different ear wires, and the practice over and over and over throughout the week helps to teach them to manipulate the wire and to feel comfortable with making ear wires. And that's what I want them to do. Again, they can learn how to make the ear rings in the class, but not every ear wire will be appropriate. So I teach them to make several different styles of earrings or ear wires to use. The first one is just a real quick and easy, down and dirty, basic ear wire. The next one is kind of a French ear wire. This one is a marquee ear wire. They also call it an elf, and in just about a heartbeat, I'll explain why, but I think you'll see it pretty quickly. It's called an elf or a marquee, and the reason for that is obviously the shape, but it's just something a little bit different. I also make kidney style earrings, ear wires, and I'll teach them how to do those as well. There's 3 different styles. They're all kidney style earrings, but each one is just a little tiny bit different in the way that the loop holds. The charm would hang from here, and some of the others, they'll hang from this direction. This one actually hangs upside down, so that this portion goes through the ear, and your charm or whatever will hang and suspend from the circle, so there's some movement. Some people like to have a little bit of movement or a little noise when they're walking and the pieces move around. The other thing that I teach them is how to make head pins. And the head pins become really, really helpful because once they get them made, then they can suspend the beads from them. This one is just a simple clover leaf. So you put the bead on there, and it becomes a head pin. Not very well. It becomes a head pin that keeps the bead from going anywhere, but it can also be used to fold back up on top of the bead as decoration, and then come up here and make a loop to suspend it from. I got a 50% chance of getting it on backwards. I usually do. Okay? So by teaching them how to make the head pins, they can fold them up on top of the bead, make another ear wire, and this one just slipped in place. I didn't even have to open or close it like you might use a jump ring to open or close. And then this one is a spiral, and I think it starts out really nice. You want to make it as even as possible. We did some in class today, and by making them nice and tight, again, you can use them as a head pin. You want to make sure that they move in opposite directions. You'll make them, the actual construction of the spiral is the same, but when you get ready to suspend them or use them as ear wires, you want to make sure that one is swirling in one direction, one is swirling in the opposite direction, so that you have the mirror image that you're trying to achieve with earrings. And again, you can either use it like this to stop the bead, okay, or take it and fold it over the face of the bead as part of the decoration. And then again, make the loop in the top to suspend it from an ear wire. So this is just a few of the different earrings that we'll be making, and the ear wires to accommodate them, and just fast, down, and dirty with some wire, and that's all we're doing.
That's wire one?
This is wire one.
Okay, and when did you say?
October. Now, they need to have a couple of wire one classes under their belt, if you will, before they come to this class, because I'm going to expect them to know some of this. But in my wire one class, I teach this portion of it, but the 30 earrings in a week, they're going to have some at least 2 wire ones under their belt. They won't be able to keep up. But anyway, thank you. I appreciate your attention.